focus session is now slowly but surely coming to an end. Well, again, thanks a lot for the many questions that were raised during the session. We have tried to answer. I feel too little. I mean, we did not provide an answer to all the questions, but don't be worried. We will take all those questions, and that will for sure help us, shaping the documentation and also feeding the dialogue as we want to do in the coming month. So maybe let me just remind a bit the purpose of the discussion today. What we wanted to do was to share with you on the cross-currency initiative for which we got green light from the Governing Council. So when we get such green light, we have to act upon that. And this is a serious initiative now. To recall briefly, one dimension is the ability to execute instant payments between the TIPS hosted currencies. That's the phase 2. It is planned for a technical rollout in October 2025. From the many questions we heard today, I would agree that there is more work to do in terms of reachability, in terms of fraud detection, and so on. So there is still a lot of work ahead of us. And I would also take the words of caution that Peter and Christina brought during our fireside questions, that we will need to we will need to start and then to increase the reachability over time. The second dimension in our strategy is the interlinking with other fast payment systems. We mentioned India. I briefly mentioned the US dollar and FedNow without giving you a very clear picture on that. I'm conscious. So this interlinking with other fast payment system will come slightly later than the phase 2. That's phase 3. We target now end of 2026 or the beginning of 2027. And we will cover again both the multilateral and the bilateral interlinking. I noticed that this session was, like the others, very well attended. We had on a constant basis more than 500 people attending the WebEx, and I understood more in the live stream. Again, the questions that you raised will not be lost. They will be taken on board and will help us shaping the questions and the documentation, the FAQs and the documentation that we plan to deliver. On the agenda, we had at the beginning, Ulrich and I giving you some insights on the purpose and the roadmap. We had a great discussion with Christina and from the Central Bank of Sweden, and Peter from the Central Bank of Denmark on the strategic nature of this initiative from their perspective, but I can say this is the same from the Euro area perspective. And again, a big thank for them for joining today. Then we had Andrea quite eloquently sharing some insights on the settlement model. Andrea likes to talk about it because he is actually the one who has been designing it. And again, thank you, Andrea, for being there. And last but not least, we had Jean explaining how active we will be in terms of market outreach. We are hopeful that the call of interest that was formulated today will trigger your attention, and that this will help us shaping the rollout of the service in collaboration with in close collaboration with the markets.